right through here, and you're looking for a bright red bird with black wings.
A day of discovery.
Bright red bird with black wings. Isn't that beautiful?
A morning filled with adventure at Beechwood Farms Nature Reserve in Fox Chapel.
Okay, and this is the bird that we're looking for, scarlet tanager. This is one of the prettiest birds in all of North America.
John Robinson knows a lot about birds.
Can you see at the very top of the tallest tree?
He's an ornithologist, someone who studies birds.
How could you tell it was there?
I hear it. I can hear birds. I can hear.
But Robinson's interest in birds goes way beyond just watching or listening. He's actually an advocate for birding and on a mission to share his knowledge of birdwatching with young people.
And nature creates these fleshy fruits so that birds can eat them.
He's written a book on the subject called Birding for Everyone.
I worked for the federal government, and I would move around to different places of the country. And every time I would move to a different place and start going bird watching in that place, the local birders would come up to me and go, "Oh my gosh, I've never seen a black bird watcher before." And I started thinking about how many times has this happened to me? And I started thinking, why is this happening? And I realized at that point, well, this is an important topic, and I'm qualified to write about it, so why don't I write a book about it? So I began writing the book.
And with his writings, Robinson is trying to encourage people of every race, ethnicity, and cultural background to learn more about these feathered creatures.
And I think many minorities don't meet a lot of people who study nature or birds. And because they don't meet a lot of people who do that, they themselves don't have as many opportunities to learn about it and to realize it's a recreation that they could engage in, and therefore they don't become avid students of nature and the outdoors. So what we're going to do today is we're actually going to do some bird watching.
The students joining Robinson today on his nature walk are already familiar with bird watching from a course they took a week ago, but they're eager to learn more.
I'm Ahmed. I'm Abdulaziz. I'm Amira. I'm Yusra. And I'm Mariam.
They plan to take full advantage of Robinson's 30-plus years of exploring nature.
So let's go ahead and do a bird call and see if you know this one, okay?
Okay. Morning dove.
Morning dove. Now, do you know why they call it a morning dove?
Because it sounds like it's morning.
Very good. My goal is to at least get children and young adults connected to nature. That's really what I want to do. And the reason why I think it's important is because, you know, we are on this planet and we are the stewards of this planet. And so I think it's important that we have an environmental sense about what we're doing while we're here. And I think the only way we can get that is by having an appreciation and an understanding of nature and the outdoors. What bird do you think this is?
Red-eyed vireo. Brown-headed gobbler.
Understanding birds requires skill and oftentimes patience.
It's a song sparrow.
Song sparrow?
What is that?
How about a female house sparrow?
Wait, you're close. These are house sparrows, not song sparrows. All this time I thought these were song sparrows.
Most people get their best view of birds in their backyard bird feeders. You can't always spot them in trees or bushes, so that's why listening is so important.
Drink your tea.
Oh, tohi.
Oh, tohi.
Drink your tea. Drink it. The bird is saying, drink your tea. Can you hear that? There it is. Okay, I've got the tohi.
Where is he?
He's at the top of this middle shrub here.
He's so cute.
So this is a picture of the bird. This is the tohi, what we call the eastern tohi. Used to be called the rufous-sided tohi. No two tohis sound alike. I've heard tohis that'll go,
They have different voices.
drink your tea. Then I've heard some tohis that'll say, tea, drink your, they'll mix it all up. Okay, let's get down a little bit further, see what other birds we can get. That was great. Like the children that I saw today, I was totally impressed, just thoroughly impressed. Apparently they were in a workshop last week for a few days. And for children who had never gone bird watching before, I started asking them questions. And Most of them, at least one of them, knew an answer to almost all of my questions, which was very, very surprising. They apparently were very interested in the subject matter that they were exposed to last week, and they picked up on it very readily. And I have high aspirations for them as a result. Obviously, this has had an impact on them, and it's given them something to reach for. It's given them a goal.
Part of today's goal is to help students see and identify as many birds as possible. Through the years, birdwatchers have spotted more than 140 species on this reserve.
Okay, look at what we have over here. These birds came in sometime this morning. What birds are these?
Geese.
What type of geese? Yeah, these are called Canada geese. Canada geese.
Why don't they say Canadian geese?
Well, because there's several different kinds of geese. There's like the snow goose and the white-fronted goose, and they all breed in Canada.
Oh.
So this is the Canada goose. More and more each year, Canada geese are actually breeding down here in the United States. So not all of them now breed up in Canada. But these birds, you can tell, are very tame. Normally in the wild, you would never ever get this close to Canada geese. This goose here, he's probably the sentry, and he's like looking out for his whole flock.
He's challenging us?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're just keeping an eye out.
As Robinson and the group of young bird watchers make their way through the reserve, they come across a familiar springtime sight.
Now, how long does a cardinal have to sit on the eggs before they hatch?
A long time. Not 3 weeks.
Yeah, about maybe 10 to 14 days or so, maybe a little bit longer. Now, the young will actually be helpless in the nest, so when they hatch out, they won't be able to fly. They'll have very few feathers on them. And so that's why they have to stay in the nest until they get all their feathers in. So let's stay over on this side so we don't disturb that nest.
As this day of birdwatching comes to an end, these students and this man who appreciates the creatures so many take for granted reflect on what they've seen and learned.
Based on what you've learned today, how are you planning on using it now in the rest of your life?
I'm planning to extend it, and maybe since I want to be an ornithologist, I'm probably going to use it for that.
It's like a hide and go seek, and you're the seeker. It's really challenging to try to find the birds in like trees or shrubs or bushes.
I like to see all the different kinds of birds. Some of them are so cute, and some of them are pretty, and some of them are a little bit ugly, but they're also fun to watch in a way.
My favorite bird is a mourning dove.
Mourning dove. So why is it your favorite bird?
I just like it. My favorite was an indigo bunting.
Indigo bunting. Everybody likes the indigo bunting. See, a lot of people like the colorful birds.
Birds of all colors, watched by people of many colors, cultures, and classes. That's John Robinson's hope.
And if you allow your mind to be open, your eyes and your ears to be open, you know you're always going to see something today that you didn't see yesterday. And I think that's what's so attractive about birds, is that they're all around us, they're so visible, and they're so readily observed that it allows people who have an interest in learning more about the earth and their environment and their surroundings. It's an easy topic and an easy category to study and become involved with.